Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a T-44-100. It's a Tier 8 Soviet Premium Medium. It's located on the north spawn of Redshire and it's under the command of Paradox Poke. Now I know it says MyMainIsEu, but he is on the NA server and his normal name is Paradox Poke, but I'm not sure if he couldn't get the name in the United States or he just decided my main account is EU. Well, it's good enough. Well, it is. Okay. He's in REBRN, which is the same clan I'm in. Now, the T-44-100. It's a step up from the T-43, replacement for the T-34. It's armed with a 100mm gun, which is capable of doing 250 alpha, penetrating 190mm of armor with standard rounds, and with APCR it goes up to 247. So it's got some poke. And that's appropriate for Paradox Poke. Anyway, yes, it's got a decent penetrating gun and a decent turn of speed. You can see he's rapidly making his way up to the castle grounds, and it looks like he's going to be the first to get there along with the Comet, and the enemy hasn't appeared. Now he hasn't got a lot of gun depression, so he's having to stay very close to the gate in order to get shots on the enemy when he first appears. Comet's gone. Oh, he's gone balls deep and he's in there straight away. Yeah, I think he's sort of like suggesting he needs some help in this direction. They've only got Centurion 1 coming up behind them. Okay, he's saying to the Comet, fall back, and the Comet said, yeah, okay. That's the T-54 first prototype. That's the alternative Tier 8 Soviet Premium. He fails to get the shot on the Patriot, and I'm afraid the Patriots puts a round into the Comet. If he pokes out now, the T-54 will get around into him, and he bounced the one that came back. The T-54's in reload. The Patriot's got the Comet around his rear, puts a round in, goes up for another one after the T-54 misses his shot, and the Patriot's down. Now he needs to... Oh, took a round. That was an HE round. HE round from the first prototype. Couldn't get his original rounds in, so he fired an HE round instead, which is kind of an indication that the player of that T-54 first prototype doesn't know how to access or how to get shots on a T-44. Now the spaced armor along the sides, those skirts, actually is very effective at blocking some of the shots that would go into the body. And together with the tracks, yeah, that does fool a lot of people as to where they should shoot this vehicle. Okay, Comet's decided to go balls deep again. That guy really likes taking risks, but Paradox is going to follow him up and give him backup. He's after that T-54, but he's found a T-34-3, which is a Chinese, and he's blocking the Comet from pulling back. They've got Chiris on one side, Scorpion over there as well. And they're trying to engage the T-34-3, and he takes a round from the Chiri. Oh, this is very, 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 very risky. He doesn't know which one to go for. He goes for the Chiri, gets around 271. That's the auto aim it on. I think he thinks this is a bit risky. The T-34-3 comes around the corner.
Watch out.
Gets one. He's pulling back. This is just too much. I think it was a wise decision to pull back. He's pulling back whilst keeping his gun pointing towards the enemy, just in case the enemy tried to rush them. And the Comet, well, he's turning around and he's now making his way back, whilst Paradox decides to, yes, he decides to turn around as well. Yeah, if they're going to take those guys out, they need to get them from this side. And unfortunately, the T-54 first prototype's moved up in the meanwhile, so it means he's looking down on them. Oh, IS. Bounces the round that came back off that guy. The Comet's done it again. That's better. Through the lower plate of the IS. The T-54 comes up, puts a round into him. Tries. He didn't want to go to fire that one. He took a round from the IS. The IS is firing the 122mm. He needs to get down below this gun, this ravine, so he could avoid the T-54 shooting down at him. And it's got poor gun depression on T-54, but there's also poor gun depression on the T-44, and that T-34-3 is moving up on them, so they need to deal with him first. And now they've got the T-54 come out, and he's taken out the Comet. Now he's got a problem because he's got the T-34 over there, and if he moves up to engage the T-54, the T-34-3 comes up and tries to put a round into him. He can't see where that guy is. Now he might be able to outflank that T-34-3. Oh, took a round from him. And from the amount of damage that guy did, that is a lot of damage. I'd say it's the 85mm gun actually, because... Oh no, it was 368, so he's got a 122mm gun as well. Oh, snapshot takes out the T-54 first prototype. Excellent one, that one. And unfortunately, our teammate in the CS-44, well, he's decided to do exactly what the Comet did, and has gone balls deep, and he took a round for 347 from the IS. But that frees up Paradox Poke now to go around, through up the other gates, and go through the castle, voiding the T-34-3, get around him and shoot him from the rear. There's also that Scorpion to deal with and the UDESO-3. There's that T-34-3. Is he going to engage him? Oh, there's the Scorpion. That's an easy one. Nice shot. 246. High roll. Go for it again. Let's repeat. And he gets the second shot in, but he doesn't get a kill. It is a high roll. Scorpion goes down to the next shot from somebody. It was the CS-44 got him. Puts a round into the Steel Waffenträger. Low roll. 225. Goes for the next one. Fires it blind, but I think that hit target. Now he can monster that T-34-3. Come up behind him. Take him out the game. One shot. Nice. 3 enemy left. We've got a UDES, a Steel Waffenträger that he probably hit twice, and the Su-14-1. Yes, the Steel Waffenträger, he kills him with one snapshot. He was already a one shot, so I think he did hit him twice with that blind shot. And there's an Su-14-1. He's just died, so the last enemy is a UDESO-3, and he doesn't know where he is, but he was last seen somewhere to the west, to the east of us. And so I think he's trying to come up behind the guy, and there he is. He's actually over the other side, over this ridge line, and he might be able to engage him. Oh, and the kill goes, so he misses the chance. But it's a good game, and he dealt with that T-54 first prototype very nicely with a quick snapshot. It worked beautifully. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, first class tanker for Paradox Poke in the T-44-100. He managed to get a fire from effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly on this one. Sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy. Master Gunner for getting 5 armor penetrating shots in a row. And also a duelist medal for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. A Hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemies. And a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7. He got a high caliber, he got a battle hero medal. He did the most damage in the game. 8,464 was the win 8, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team scores. Highest damage, 4,091 hit points. In fact, the only other player who was close to him was the Patriot on his own team with 2,832. And after that, it was the T-54 first prototype. That was the best of the enemy. 1,853 hit points to that guy. And the next high score after that was their Arty with 1,688. When it came to kills, it was Paradox Poke again. 4 kills. 2 kills to the Charioteer, the Oni, the CS-44, the IS-5, and the T-54 first prototype on the enemy team. So yes, he was their most dangerous player. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got the top with that one, but he wasn't the only player who got over 1,000 base, because the T-26E5 Patriot also did so. Paradox Poke got 1,299 base, and the Patriot managed to get 1,034 base. And the Patriot managed a Confederate in that game. The IS-6B managed a Spartan. He fired 22 rounds in that game. You see, it's a quick firing gun. Very, very deadly if you can get it in the right place. 19 direct hits, 18 penetrations. It is a decent penetrating gun. It doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but it does enough. 4,091 hit points of damage, most of it at close range. 950 of it was at long range, more than 300 meters. 9 hits received from the enemy. 4 of them were penetrations, 4 non-penetrations, and 2 hits by way of splash damage. One of those actually came from the T-54 first prototype. He blocked damage at 1,280 hit points in total. Spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 4, did 636 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 117,330 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he actually ended up with a decent profit of 60,274 credits, and this time around, he didn't have to fire that many premium rounds to get the same job done. 1,948 XP, 3,898 for completing the mission events, and 195 because this is a premium vehicle, took away 6,041 experience points altogether. So the T-44-100, yes, it's actually very good, but it does need the right hands. It doesn't have as much armour as the T-54 first prototype, but it is quick, and that quickness, if used by the right person, can allow you to get around the T-54 first prototype and put him out of commission. It was a lovely snapshot to actually take that guy. It was just in a flash of the moment. He was looking at the T-34-3. The T-54 poked his nose out and he snapped the turret round and whacked that guy out of the game. And that really opened the game up to him, because once that T-54 threat was gone, he could then circumvent through the castle to take out the enemy from the rear. And at that point, it was sealed that he was definitely going to get a good game. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.